Alright, so we're starting with our charcuterie board. I have to make two of these. We'll start with this one. So I've already wiped the board down with a nice damp cloth. And we just want to start to build the board. So the whole thing is you want it to look extremely full, but you also wanted to highlight and showcase all of the different elements of the board. So let's get it going. Now I'm going to start with my bowls first. I have a bowl of cornichons. I'm just going to put that on one end of my tray. Then I have some olives, and you can do whatever mixture of olives you like. I will more than likely give the client some extra olives on the side. So we're going to put both of those first, and then we can build around the platter. Now I'm going to put the lid on these because these are going to be delivered. And then once we get there, we'll remove the lids. But we don't want the juices from anything spilling all over our tray. So just go ahead and pop that lid on. And we'll uncover it once we get to the event. And we'll probably add more to make it kind of like taller. Make it look like it's more full. So we're going to start with this pack of meat. We have sopressata, we have coppa and Genoa salami. We're going to start to add that first. Alright. And you can either fold like right in half like this. You can fold it like this and secure it with a toothpick if you have it. And then layer these on. So just start to fold, or even if you don't have a toothpick, it'll just start to unravel a little bit, so you just need to pack everything really tight. So let's start here. And just keep building. I'll move my hand. They keep unraveling. You can just open them up like that too. And then we start right next to it. Alright, so I'm going to fold a couple. Kind of turn them a couple different directions so the points are different. And then we'll just take a toothpick and stick it right in there. Alright, and that looks cute, and we'll just add this in various places. Put one there, and then we'll keep adding our meat. And I'll do a couple of those. You can do 2 or 3, it's up to you. Another one right there. Everything is just about positioning, and you'll be able to feel your way through it as you're doing it. There we go. Let's do one more of those. Add that right there. Okay. I'm thinking one more. Like I said, you're just going to feel your way through it. I'm going to put that right there. Alright, so it's coming together. Alright, so this one wants to come apart so bad. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to pick another spot on the board where I want to put this same type of meat. So this is the salami. I'm going to put that in the corner. I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to also grab the sopressata and start to add that. Okay. Just keep adding. And then you can also start to put some like kind of overlapping a little bit. Hopefully my arms are not in your way. There we go. So this meat will give you a hard time. There we go. Okay. So a little bit more right there. And we still have a good amount of meat, so we don't have to worry about running out. I just want to make sure everything is well represented. So we still have cheese and crackers and toasted bread. And you can see our tray is already starting to fill up. Alright, so that looks good. So I'm going to also put some meat in this corner right here too. And I'm going to do a couple more with the toothpick. Right here in this corner. Another piece right there. We'll just add this one, the last one, right there. Okay. So, we also have the copa. We're going to go ahead and start to put that. Let's move this in a little bit. And we'll put that in this corner. I still have prosciutto also, and I'll add that later. I think we need it. You can see it's starting to come together already. It doesn't take long at all. Alright. When they unravel, just push them back. The idea is to have piles of things in different locations so the guests can kind of just, they say graze, but just kind of walk around the table and the boards and grab what they like from different areas of the board. Alright, so we have a good amount of our meat on. Let's start adding in some cheese. Alright, so we have a variety. We have some cubes. We have a little wedge of brie. We have some smoked Gouda. And then we also have a variety of sliced cheese. So I'm going to start with a couple handfuls of my cubes. We're going to put some right here in the center. I'm going to take another batch and put some right here. I'll put a little bit right here in the corner, and then I'll save a little bit in case we need to add some later. Alright, so we have some slices. I'm gonna add some of these. And then we'll do some slices here. I told you this thing fills up fast, so you really gotta play with the angles. We have some more slices. Add those in the corner. And if you have to push things around, that's fine. Got that. Then we have this one. So let's put a couple here. And then I'm going to put a couple over here in the corner. And I have one more. Alright, it's coming together. So one thing I'm going to do is add a piece of parchment paper right here where this opening is, so I can fill that area too. So I'm just going to slide it in, and then we'll cover it with meat and cheese so nobody will see it until the end. So let's just move this. I should have done that first. It's okay. And I can always cut some if I need to. It's going to be covered with plenty of items. So there we go. Add these back. Let's add these back. Alright, so we just increased our real estate by putting this there so that we can add more things. Alright, so I have some smoked Gouda that I sliced. So we're going to add that to different places. Let's add some up here in the corner. I'm going to add some right here next to this. A bit more there. Have some brie. I'm going to add that right here. Kind of prop it up like that. And I have some prosciutto. Alright, so prosciutto is very delicate, and they have it separated by little individual pieces of paper to make it easier for you to peel off. So you just want to peel it. And it may break a little bit, that's fine. And we're going to start to add a nice pile right here. Each little piece is delicate to peel off. There we go. Now I'm going to go back and add more meat. I just want to pile it up. So I like to get everything down first, and then I can go back and pile up areas where I want to add more. So just get your base down first. Let's get some more prosciutto. There we go. Maybe one or two more pieces on this side. There we go. Alright, so we have some of that on there. I'm going to put a little bit in the other side too. So right over here. It's coming along. It's a slow process, but it's coming along. In the corner. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of fruit. I have some strawberries that I've been washing. I'm just patting them dry. I'm just going to add those in a few random places just to give a pop of color. And remember, we still have to go back and add more meat too. We're going to pile up the meat a little bit. I like to get everything positioned. Alright, so I have a little bit of grapes. Let's pack those dry too. And you want to keep them in the clusters. Some here. And I just got a little paper towel that I'm drying them on. Some here. There we go. There's really no rhyme or reason. You're just making it look full. So a little cluster here. Okay, it's coming together. Alright, so let's pile it up. So let's do a couple more of the ones with the toothpicks. I'm going to stick those right here. The biggest thing, you want it to look nice and full. I know I keep saying that, but that's the biggest thing. There we go. And you can still serve like some of the crackers and toasted bread on a separate tray. which is probably what I will do. So that those, well, first of all, I don't like to put crackers in the refrigerator. It makes them soft. And this needs to be refrigerated. And then people can just grab what they like. Let's do another one. Take out toothpick. And put this right there. Alright, so let's put some here in the middle. Right here. We're almost there. Here's another one. So there's another one. And then we'll start to fill in right there. Let's see. Here's another one. Alright, so I'm still going to add some more here and along the sides. And then I'm going to, I'll just keep going. I was going to show you when it's done, but I'll just keep going. Wherever you think you need to add more, just add more. So I see some space back here. I can add some. Let's add some in these corners. I want this entire tray to be full. Alright. There we go. This looks so pretty. Here, a little more there. There we go. Looks good. All right, let's see. I would probably add one more down here. There we go. All the way to the corners. What do y'all think? There we go. So this looks good. So I'm going to put the bread and crackers on a separate tray. We'll wrap this in plastic, refrigerate it, and we're done.